This is Gitanjali from Brian Times. Today's top headlines: 10 nurses in Vishakhapatnam fall sick, taken off duty. 10 nurses who attended to the COVID 19 patients at the Vishaka Institute of Medical Services VIMS here were either sent to quarantine or isolation after they complained of fear and uneasiness. Swab samples were collected from there of them on Thursday and sent to the government hospital for chest and communicable diseases GHCCD for testing. The 7 other nurses have been shifted to the Praduma Hospital isolation ward. King George Hospital Superintendent G. Arjuna said 3 nurses whose swab samples were collected would be quarantined even if they test negative for coronavirus. He added that 100 nurses were deputed to VIMS on March 27 and were relieved on Tuesday and Wednesday. The 10 who reported feeling unwell were told to undergo an examination followed by home quarantine or isolation. The nurses issued a press statement without consulting the KGH superintendent or the Andhra Medical College principal, stating that they were given leave. TTD allocates Rs 1 crore for each district for food distribution. Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam's TTD, the chief custodian of the hill shrine of Lord Venkateshwara at Tirumala, has allocated Rs 13 crore for distributing food packets to the displaced people, poor and daily wage workers who bereft of any work now due to the lockdown. TTD Executive Officer Anil Kumar Singhal said each of the 13 districts in the state will be given Rs 1 crore for the purposes. The amount is being drawn from the Shrivari Nitya Anna Prasadam Trust. District collectors were requested to utilize the funds to distribute food packets as Shrivari Anna Prasadam to the needy people in their regions and said if need be, the TTD would sanction more funds for humanitarian purposes. Following COVID-19 lockdown under the directives of central and state governments, which is extended till May 3, TTD continues to distribute food packets to the poor and homeless. It has so far distributed 25 lakh food packets to stranded pilgrims and migrant workers in Tirupati starting from March 28. Focus on hotspot districts, Jagan tells officials. Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy has directed officials to focus on the districts where a large number of COVID-19 cases were reported. Taking stock of the situation in the state with higher officials at a high-level review meeting on Thursday, the Chief Minister stressed that social distance should be maintained and directed the officials to strengthen measures to implement the same. He directed officials to provide financial assistance of Rs 2,000 each to the poor for buying nutritious food when they are discharged from quarantine centers and give them suggestions on nutritious food such as milk, vegetables, and eggs. The Chief Minister also asked the officials to entrust the responsibility to manufacture masks of self-helping groups (SHGs). As announced earlier, the officials told Chief Minister that 3 masks for every individual in the state would be distributed from Friday. The list of beneficiaries under the Right to Bharosa scheme and Matchikara Bharosa scheme should be displayed in the village secretariats. Visit of officials from Vizag makes Srikakulam people insecure. Although no COVID-19 positive case has been recorded in the state, Srikakulam denizens are in the grip of fear as some officials of various departments from Vishakhapatnam district declared as red zone daily commute from the port city to Srikakulam. Taking it seriously, the locals have started complaining against such officials. A town planning official of Palasa municipality has been kept in quarantine after the local people complained to the collector about her arrival from Vishakhapatnam. Earlier, some officials used to arrive from Vishakhapatnam to attend duties in the district. After the lockdown, majority of the officials stay put here while a few others go to Vishakhapatnam on weekends and holidays to spend time with family members. It was learned that some officials of the state and central government departments, including the officers working in banks, go to Vishakhapatnam on the weekends. Similarly, some officials to the collectorate, health and other departments were issued show-cause notices for commuting from Vishakhapatnam and other areas. Number of positive cases stabilized at 41 in Prakasam. The number of positive patients in Prakasam district remained at 41 for the 4th consecutive day on Thursday. Test reports of as many as 427 samples are awaited. The district authorities are now focusing on getting VRDL center equipment at the earliest to speed up testing process. We are waiting for some chemical reagents used in chemiluminescence immunoassay machine. Once the material reaches us, we will start the VRDL center at RIMS, Superintendent Dr. M. Reddy said. Out of the 14 positive cases, 14 are undergoing treatment at the GGS isolation ward and the remaining patients are at KIMS Hospital and Ramesh Sangamitra hospitals. Out of the 14 patients positive, 5 have recovered and are awaiting the third negative report required to discharge them. Meanwhile, 2 women are undergoing treatment with the support of ventilator system here and one other patient has recently been shifted to SPSR Nellore designated as COVID-19 hospital. We are awaiting results of the tests of 5 positive patients. If they test negative, they will be discharged, GGS Superintendent Dr. D. Sri Ramulu said. COVID-19 tally in Andhra Pradesh reaches 572 with 38 new cases reported in the last 24 hours. COVID-19 tally in Andhra Pradesh reached 572 cases on Friday morning at 10 am, with another 38 people tested positive for coronavirus in the last 24 hours. There were no reports of any deaths while the number of recovered and discharged from hospitals increased to 35. According to the medical bulletin issued by the government on Friday morning, the fresh cases were reported from the samples tested between 10 am on Thursday and 10 am on Friday. Out of the 38 cases reported, 13 cases were reported from Kurnool district alone, taking the number of cases in the district to 126 and once again becoming the district with the highest number of confirmed cases. Guntur district registered 4 cases in the past 24 hours, taking the total number of cases in the district to 126. Now it shares first place with Kurnool district. 6 cases were reported in Nellore, taking the total number of cases in the district to 64, while 5 cases each were reported in Anantapur and Chittoor district, taking the total number of cases in those districts to 26 and 28 respectively. 4 new cases were reported in Krishna district, taking the number of cases in the district to 52. With 1 new case in the Kadapa reported, the total number of cases increased in the district to 37. "18 recover in Anantapur, Kadapa and Rajahmundry." Amid applause from doctors and paramedics, 18 people who had tested positive for coronavirus, including a 10-year-old boy, were discharged from hospitals in Anantapur, Kadapa and Rajahmundry on Thursday after they recovered. So far, 38 COVID-19 patients have been discharged in the state. Testing positive for COVID-19 doesn't mean it's the end of life, said Dr. Ravi Shankar, in charge of the Anesthesia and Critical Care Department at KIMS Savera Hospital, as the 10-year-old walked out. Follow lockdown norms and practice social distancing. This will slow the spread of the virus, he added, explaining that then infectees would be able to get proper treatment and recover. The 10-year-old from Lepakshi in Anantapur district is a close contact of a person who returned from Mecca. Another patient who got discharged is a 36-year-old woman from Hindupur who had visited Mecca and tested positive for COVID-19 on March 19. She was later shifted to KIMS Savera, the designated COVID-19 hospital. Both patients were sent home in special ambulances. "68 more patients discharged, but COVID-19 cases touch 700 mark in Telangana." The number of discharge of COVID-19 positive patients from hospitals in the state has touched an all-time high of 68 in a single day on Thursday, indicating that there is a hope to win the war against the coronavirus sooner than later. With those who are out of isolation wards held hearty, the number of those who have won the battle with the deadly virus has gone up to 186. On a positive note, no deaths occurred on the day, as a result of which the total toll remained unchanged at 18. The only jarring note is that there were 50 new COVID positive cases on Thursday, taking the total number of positive cases to the 700 mark. The total number of active cases has shot up to 496, of which 240 are in the GHMC area. The GHMC share of Thursday's cases was 25. Of them, a few came from new containment zones and the remaining from the existing zones. Hyderabad techies come to aid of Odia migrants amid COVID-19 lockdown. After seeing an SOS message from a Rajya Sabha member from Odisha on Twitter regarding migrant workers being stranded in Ongole without food, a group of IT professionals from Hyderabad swung into action and handed over ration that would last for a week to the distressed migrants. MP Amar Patnaik on Wednesday tweeted that despite coordinating with the Andhra Pradesh government, help had not reached the said workers. Coordination of over 10 days had failed to help a group of 30 ODIs who with ration. Left with no choice, they have decided to walk from AP to Odisha, said Patnaik. Saying this, several people reached out to the MP offering help, including Sai Teja, an IT professional from Hyderabad. Telangana may not accept PM Modi's plan to ease lockdown curbs on select sectors. K. Chandrasekhar Rao's cabinet take a rigid stand opposing the decision of Narendra Modi government's decision to ease curbs on some areas during lockdown period. Indications are that the state government may not totally accept the central government's fresh guidelines issued on Wednesday to resume activities in certain sectors from April 20. The state cabinet, which is scheduled to meet at Pragati Bhavan from 2:30 pm on April 9, is expected to discuss whether to accept the line of thinking of the central government or to continue with the strict implementation of lockdown till May 3. According to sources, the possibility is that the state may not give too many relaxations as it is likely to increase the number of coronavirus cases. The state government is also worried about the number of cases in Hyderabad and is of the view that laxity at this time would cost the state and people dearly. "40 writers request PM Modi to release Varavara Rao." As many as 40 prominent writers across the country have written to Prime Minister Narendra Modi requesting the release of writer Varavara Rao from Yerwada Central Jail of Pune, keeping in mind the writer's age and the prevailing COVID-19 crisis. Varavara Rao has been lodged in Yerwada Jail in connection with the Bhima Koregaon case since November 2018. A well-known poet and writer in Telugu, he has been suffering from various health ailments in the crowded jail, they said. In the letter, the writers pointed out that various state governments had issued orders to release inmates to avoid overcrowding in jails. They said Vernon Gonsalves, a fellow prisoner, has informed them that the Varavara Rao's health condition had been worsening inside the prison and that he needed proper medical assistance. No dearth of essentials in state, Telangana tells HC. The Telangana government told the High Court that it has so far distributed rice to about 50 lakh food security card holders across the state and that it would complete the distribution among the remaining 37.54 lakh card holders within a week. It further said concrete steps were being taken to ensure the availability of essentials to the public during the lockdown period. As the supply chain of all the shops and establishments was being maintained, there was no dearth of essential commodities across the state, it claimed. Orders have been issued to distribute 12 kg rice per unit to FSC holders free of cost in April and one-time support of 1,500 per FSC family. So far, about 87.59 lakh poor families consisting of 2.81 crore population have been covered, it noted in its final report submitted to the court. Karimnagar emerges as new COVID hotspot. The central government declared Karimnagar as a COVID-19 hotspot after a 38-year-old person tested positive for the highly contagious disease on Thursday, taking the total number of cases to 4 in the district. The latest case is that of a resident of Sahet Nagar area who returned from the Tablighi Jamaat conference in New Delhi. The person tested negative for the disease for the first 2 times, but his third test results came back positive on Wednesday night. Officials shifted him to Gandhi Hospital. Meanwhile, health workers home quarantined 15 members of his family and conducted a door-to-door survey in the area. Following these developments, authorities demarcated a 300-meter area around the patient's house as a containment zone. They also sealed Nagar with grills. Karimnagar Mayor Y. Sunil Rao and Corporator M. Srilatha, along with sanitation workers, oversaw a disinfection drive. Karimnagar town has four hotspots: Mukrampura Fire Station area, Mannakamothata, and Sahit Nagar. All entry and exit points of these areas were sealed. Collector K. Shashanka said novel coronavirus continues to be a threat and everyone should follow the lockdown rules. He, along with MCK Commissioner Valluri Kranti, visited the government hospital and inspected the proposed COVID 19 testing center. He told the healthcare staff to take precautionary measures while testing patients. With this, we conclude with our today's news headlines. For more such latest news and updates, like, share, and subscribe By and Times. Stay tuned, stay updated.